the secret.
Alright, go ahead.
This is responsive para todos Santos, then President Malonia Paul, responsive, then Acting Vice Speaker, and Chairman put together, still a member in the Board of Directors ng CRA. No, umano mo na todo to sita tumong problema. No? Man maulitin mga members problema. But todo tempo was short in coming up with a solution. No? No. From distract. I guess we all know what's the problem, right? We're good in identifying the problems, but we are struggling to come up with a solution. Now, I remember back then when I was attending one of the presentation by the money manager. A question: we all know that the economy is on its way down. The purse of the general government is going down as well. One question was asked: if in case the contribution reduces, what will be the impact? Well, we're all moving toward if the CNMI follow the actuarial report, that certain years it would have reached self-sufficiency. But we all know what's the problem. The economy is not healthy. But the answer to that was, as long as there is contribution into the fund, the life of the retirement would continue. Now what happened, as I recall, to legalize the action of the administration by not forwarding its contribution, the legislature was part of the accomplice of that. Okay? I don't know if you remember that. They passed a bill and become a law legalizing the action of the administration. Now, let's talk rehabilitation. The first rehabilitation that you need to do is to kill that law, so that it will force.
The law is dead already, yes.
The law is there, so that's good. So I'm not up to date on that. So thank you very much on that. Okay. Now, talk about incompetency out at the retirement fund. We have to rehabilitate that. We have to look at members of the trustee. What are the qualifications? I know all those members of the trustee out there. They don't have the qualification. Okay? Now, how many lawyers does the retirement fund retain? The figures is unreal. Okay? Do they need that lawyer? Now, how to rehabilitate? Well, we'll put competent people up at the retirement fund and continue to infuse, even if it's not up to the recommendation of the actuarial report, but at least continue every pay period to forward the contribution, and that, I believe, it will prolong the life of the retirement fund. Now, when we talk about solution, we have to distinguish whether this solution is short-term solution or long-term solution. Well, President Paul's solution, it might be a solution, but is it going to be a short-term solution or long-term solution? I believe that's a short-term solution, and that's very good. It can be a long-term solution as well. Now the casino, there's another solution, the casino. Well, we haven't tested it out yet, but we can look at out there as to the success of the casinos elsewhere, and probably we can make a presumption on that. Okay. What else do we have? In rehabilitation, the chairman has submitted recommendation to both the executive branch and to both houses to form a 7-panel committee, if I'm correct on that, so that the retirees, active members, would also be represented. When things come to the decision, then at least we are being represented. Now, we all know where all this problem came about: unfunded liabilities. We continue to pass unfunded liabilities. I hope that will stop, and that's one rehabilitation that we have to, to look at and stop passing unfunded liabilities. You talk about Social Security. There's no such thing as that. Whatever you contribute, that's what you have. So I'm glad that the 30% is off. The education credit is off, I believe. But I hope that future and the existing legislature will not again try to pass unfunded liability bills. So we should do away with that. Okay? So this is basically just for fruitful thoughts for the acting president and also for acting speaker and the president of the Senate, and I see some members of the House here. I hope that you take this to your house and think about it, okay? So that we can all work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeff.